Hello guys, and welcome to another One Piece card game match. Today, it's me on the left playing Purple Luffy, and my friend Scrapduck on the right playing Blue Nami. I know we get this matchup a lot, but I thought this game was actually a pretty fun game to watch. Very interesting towards the end. I do win the die roll, and I decided to go first because I want to be able to page 1 ulti as quickly as possible. So that's why I'm mulliganing here, to see if I can actually find that. He keeps his mulligan, or he does a mulligan, he keeps his hand, and we are going to play this out. So let's see what happens. But you know, while we're setting up, do you guys like Nami matches or no? Let me know in the comments below if you guys like to watch these matches or not. Turn 1 I pass to him, and turn 2 he goes ahead and he plays Buggy for 1, and let's see what he adds. Looks like he adds a Mr. 1 here. He's going to be able to recycle events with that one. Pretty good for the deck actually. I do draw a page 1 here, but I do not have an ulti in hand, so I decided to take my life first to see if I possibly get an ulti, and it just doesn't happen. Just not in the cards for me. So with my 4 done, I'm deciding if I want to go page 1 or double finger here to ramp, just to get ahead as fast as possible. I go ahead and swing 5, I get the rubber band out of his hand, and he mills a Kaya, which is always nice to see. I double finger, I trash a Magellan, because I don't think I need to get that ahead of him to where I put myself down, and him minusing 1 Don doesn't really hurt. But now looking at it, he has peel off, so it actually would have been really good to play that Magellan. But, you know, just doesn't happen this time. He goes ahead and pressures my life because he doesn't want me to ramp for essentially free here. And I'm like, oh, I don't disagree with that. That's actually a really good play to, you know, keep the pressure on me, because he could win either way. So with my 7 Don here, I'm contemplating if I want to start with Poly or not. I go 5 with double finger into life, just to see if he'll take it, if I can get an event out of his hand. I'm hoping he only has the rubber band, but he does drop a Zeph, and I go ahead and I play the Poly, and I realize I actually miscounted my Don. I did things a little out of order here, but I'm supposed to go Luffy life, ramp 1, and then we go 5 for Poly effect, pop the Buggy, and then Poly effect to get a Don, and swing 6 into life, and he takes this, and he gets a really good trigger. So his first life is a draw 2 off of the Impel Down All-Stars. Alright, he goes and starts his turn here. Let's see what he decides to do. He taps 3 and goes another peel off. At this point, he's already used 2 peel offs, and he's drawn off of All-Stars. I'm like, man, this is looking kind of rough. And he goes Daz Bones. He's probably going to add that rubber band from earlier. And yeah, it's not looking really good for me right now. He's got a lot of ways to mill out. He swings 5 into the double finger. I go ahead and 2k counter because I want to keep the pressure going. And now I'm at 10 Don, so let's see what I decide to do here. So I go ahead and I swing 5 with double finger just to put some more pressure on him, hoping he drops a rubber band, but he actually drops a Spada, and I'm like, dang, okay. This kind of sucks for me. He reorganizes those cards and he puts them at the bottom. I guess he doesn't want any of them, but he's setting up for his final turns. And he's got 1 Don up, and I know he has a rubber band, so I swing 7, hopefully either getting 2 cards or taking a life here. And he does go Gavel, and I'm like, oh, that was not in the plan. And he trashes a Buggy here, and something else I didn't get to see it. And then I go Law because I want to rip cards out of his hand. Very risky of me to do it with a Gavel, and I do get an Usopp and a Love Beam, which is so nice for me. And I go and swing 5 because I know he's gonna have to drop a character if he wants to counter out, and I'm just thinning his hand out. I dropped the page 1 here finally. He's a little late, but I do get him. And let's see what happens here. So he goes 6 into the double finger. I finally let her go. I need room on the board anyway. And he just passes with all of his Don up. And I'm like, oh, this does not look good for me. I have to decide how I want to do this now. He's got 4 life left. So let's see. I'm going to poke in with 6 to get the known rubber band out of hand. And he drops another Spada. This man is getting everything he needs. Puts that back on the top, so I go 6 again, and I get the rubber band, and he's like, you trashed the perfect card. I go 6 again, and he goes mellow, and he goes ahead and draws a card, and I'm like, oh, this is rough. I go 9-drop Kaido here. I minus the 5 Dawn. And I go kill the Mr. 1 and swing in. He counters out of the whole thing and draws 2 cards off of the Deathwing. Draws up to 2 cards with the Deathwing. Alright, let's see. He goes 1 for Kaya, just to cycle out his hand a bit. And, you know, it's kind of rough for me. He's about halfway through his deck, and I have not taken more than 1 life. I probably should have I probably should have swung way bigger here instead of going for the 9-drop Kaido, just done a bunch of 9k swings. But yeah, he goes 7 into one of my 6ks. I 2k out because I need to swing big. So let's see what I decide to do here, because I am not in a good position right now. I'm very behind on the curve. So I have 7 Dawn. I think I should, at this point, I should go, yep, start swinging 9s in. So with the 9, he goes 1k, mellow, so he counters out and draws a card. I go 7 in because he only has 1 card, and he just had to top deck the Deathwing. And I'm like, man, that's 2 cards. I just got to go 5k in. He Kaya's out. I go 5 with the Law to make him take it. Nothing. I go 10 with the Law, and he gets an Impel Down All-Star, ripping 2 more cards, and just like that, he's right back up. I go ahead and I need to play a card, so I go ramp, go to the Uta, and I'm like, okay, this is it. This sets up for game. I just got to do a bunch, and I mean a bunch of calls. And let's see. At this point, he's just looking good. He does another peel off, so he's just like, I think at this point he's got like 15 cards left in deck. Looking terrible for me. But I do think I can just get it if I just hit him with 9s. I might be able to just get it. So he goes 5 into something here. Let's see what he decides to do. I 1k counter, so he hits a 5k. Obviously. Let's see here. This is it. This is going to be one of the final turns. So I have to win here. He has 2 life, a bunch of cards, and a bunch of Dawn up. So I just start swinging. I go 7. And let's see what I get out of him. He goes Usopp Rubber Band and a 1k counter from Zeph. So he gets out of that. I'm like, okay, let's go 7 again. There's no way you have it again, right? He goes Gavel and mills 2. And he's getting really low on cards. So okay, gotta go 9. He goes Deathwing, draws another card. Oh, like, dude, this sucks. So I go 7 in. He gets a Usopp Rubber Band, letting him draw 1 and then mill 1. And then I go page 1, 7. He takes this life, and he gets a spotted draw 1, trash 1, 2. I'm waiting for him to trash here before I go in. He's counting out. He's seeing how much cards he can actually get through with the last remaining Dawn that he has. Boom. And then he knows I'm going to swing. He starts countering early. I'm like, wait, I haven't swung yet. Just to calm him down for a second. I'm like, alright, well, I have to do it anyway. 10 in. And he goes Gavel, getting him up to 9, milling 2. Dazbone's Boodle, getting him up to 11. Just gets out with 1k, and I'm like, dang. Just barely got it. And he milled it all and drew the Boodle for turn, and that was it. That was a really fun game. It came down to the wire. But yeah, if you guys enjoyed, please like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.